Oh yeah. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right below there. Stick around. I make a new video every week. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about how you can start a patch collection like me. How did I get into patches, you might ask? That's a very good question. And that's what I'll answer for you today. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Patches? Well, I'm here to tell you that patches, yes, are indeed pretty dang cool. But first, for those of you that don't know what a morale patch is, loosely defined and in my own words, they're basically what I use to express myself, either on my clothes, on a patch board, on a backpack, whatever. They can convey any type of emotion. They can convey sadness. They can convey anger, an event you went to. I don't know. They can be a lot of things. Either way, they are a form of artwork, and people use them to express what they like. Patches can come in multiple forms, but today I'm only going to be talking about embroidered and vinyl patches. Think of them as like temporary tattoos for your EDC bag, your headliner, whatever. You can take them off and put them back on however often you want. You know, thinking about how I actually got started collecting patches, it was all pretty gradual. I didn't really have one single event where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna collect patches. Actually, that makes me think of one event. Nah, that's not it. It was more, I saw them on Instagram, saw them on Facebook. A lot of companies that I like sell them as, you know, add-ons whenever you purchase something from their website. But it pretty much was gradual for me. I would just start seeing it over and over again on my feed, and there you go. Started purchasing them, started collecting them, started to slowly get those things in the mail. And from then on, pretty much any company that I liked or shopped from that had patches, I would go and look in their, you know, apparel section and their accessory section, and typically they would have either a logo patch or something similar to what they sell, and I would just add that to my cart and boom. And honestly, it really is that simple to start collecting. I really just started asking people, hey, do you have a patch? Or hey, how did you get this patch? You know, I typically message people on Instagram and just say, hey, I really like that patch. Where did it come from? Or, you know, sometimes you just see somebody giving something away and I'd be like, hey, can I purchase one of those? Or can I trade you? You know, and it just kind of went from there. It's just like anything else, you know, like trading cards or whatever. You just kind of get into it. But enough chit chat. Let's get rolling with the patch collection. Originally, I actually started sticking patches onto my backpack, and this is the 3V Outlaw 2 backpack. Funny enough, I actually modded this backpack to hold patches. It didn't come with patches before, and so I basically just put some Velcro through the mold webbing there, and I was able to start putting patches on. I already had this on here. This came with the pack, and so I would just stick, you know, Velcro patches on there. I pretty much outgrew this backpack. I started sticking patches on other things like the headliner of my truck. Actually, let's take a field trip out there. I'm out here on the field trip like I promised, and I'm about to show you my headliner in my truck. So here we are. Sorry for that really harsh sunlight. Don't really film outside during this hour, but I appreciate you guys working with me. Here are some of the patches in my truck. So as I was saying before, a lot of these patches were on my backpack or on my patch board or whatever, and I ran out of room, so I decided to stick them here, and it was kind of the thing to do in the off-road community, and so I decided to kind of follow what they do. And to be honest, I kind of like it. So I know a lot of people do this. A lot of people are like, oh, why are you gonna mess up your headliner like that, bro? And I'm just gonna tell them right now, you know, it doesn't matter. I like it. I like looking at these. I like being able to just have them so I can trade them. But you know, honestly, it's all good. It's worked out for me. I even had some custom made for me, you know, some gun patches. But yeah, there's some pretty sweet stuff out there, guys. And if you follow me on Instagram, and I will put that right here, you can actually go and see this one. I think his name is Jerry PDKA, and he is on Instagram, and he's a pretty big page, and I purchased this patch from him. He made a variant. It was purple with green leaves, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. Here's a brand called Ridex that I really like, and they also make pretty intricate patches. That's from Die Hard. Then you got Freddy Krueger on his neck there. You can see it says "Stay Woke." And then you got my John Wick, and then that's Wyatt Earp. That's from a company called Tactical Gent. Like I said, I'll just put everything either in the description or later on in this video, so just check that out. And funny enough, this is actually a patch that I had made myself. I commissioned an artist to do something with Rick and Morty because I love Rick and Morty, and I had this made. It's a pretty big patch too. If you see it, it's pretty giant there. But yeah, and then you have Pickle Wick. You know, there's one of my favorite companies, Danger Coat Close Armament. You got Utah there. Dangerous but good. They've got a lot of sweet stuff. They mostly make vinyl patches, but it's all quality. Very good company. They've got 511. You can get those at pretty much any 511 store. Pretty good stuff. A lot of these too I've picked up from just random sellers that really don't sell a whole lot more. And because, you know, it's in my Tacoma, you know, it's my Toyota story. You know, there's gun related patches and crazy art, all that stuff. So yeah, guys, I love patches. After I outgrew my backpack and the limited space that I had for embroidered patches, I decided to upgrade to this bad boy right here. Ugh. I got a nice picture frame and you know, took the glass covering off of it. Yeah, you know, did the thing. Sorry, this is a lot harder. And I just started sticking patches on here. You know, I've got all around the border, I'm missing some spots, you know, I've got, you know, stuff on the way, but yeah, this is kind of what I've upgraded to. I'm gonna put this down now. So I actually got this patch board from Imminent Tactical Solutions, and Imminent Threat Solutions. And I'll put a link for their website in the description below. This patch board is modular, so it actually, you know, when you fill this one up, you can actually buy another one about this same size and stick that on your wall, and you can basically just keep adding more and more to your wall. And honestly, if you don't want to make one yourself, this is a great way to start off a patch collection. Just fill one of these. So yeah, that's one solution for you. So on either my patch board or my headliner, you've probably seen that they are Velcro, and like I said before, that's really my preference. You can pretty much collect whatever you want, but I just feel for me that's the most versatile. I can peel them off, I can stick them on something else. I don't have to iron them, I don't have to, you know, safety pin them on. It's really easy to just use Velcro, and that's just what I like. And I can change my setup whenever I want. So there is a company called Workshop 432, and they have these pretty sweet patches that are pretty detailed, and they have like a little insignia. I don't know if you can see that. It says "I am Jax ... So obviously this is a patch from Fight Club, and it's Tyler Durden, and this patch is pretty detailed. It's got little blood splatters on there. It's got, you know, the cigarette and all that stuff. It's pretty nice. Then there's another one that I have. It's Iron Man. Dude, pretty sweet stuff. Like, I love these patches so much. And if you're wondering how you can get started with a patch collection and you're not really sure where to go, let me recommend a few. And patches have their place in people's hearts, just like trading cards or cars that people have in the garage. Obviously the price differs with those things, but you're always going to find things that are exclusive, and things that are more exclusive or more expensive generally. The cooler the patch, the more expensive it is. It's really cool how these companies have really built that rapport for themselves. Hopefully you guys were able to get some sort of information out of this. I realize it was a short video, and I appreciate you sticking around to see the weird things that I decide to post on YouTube. Let me know in the comments below what you collect, and if you collect patches, what are your favorite makers? Where do you like to get yours from? And if you don't collect patches, what do you collect? Let me know. I'm curious. Maybe you might get me into a new type of collection. Hopefully you guys liked this video, and if you did, please crush that like button down below. It really helps out the channel. I know I've said that a ton of times, but it really does. That's gonna be all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.